First rainbow of the year, and it's a full one. Look at that. Awesome. Actually, it's a double. You can sort of see the outside edge one. Welcome back, everyone, to Over the Hill Acres. We're home on the farm today. Got a couple little projects to get done. The one we're going to start with today is this vent coming out of the side of the house here. This is for the hot water tank. Now, I put in a brand new hot water tank here about a month and a half ago. The one that was here finally bit the dust, so I needed to put a new one in. But we have a problem. On this side of the house is the side the wind blows from. It comes directly from the west. This house is facing directly at the west, and we have a breeze up here all the time. The problem being is when the wind blows fairly rough up here, it blows the pilot light out in that hot water tank. When they built this house, they didn't take into consideration when they plumbed it and where they put the hot water tank. This has been an ongoing issue since 1962, apparently. They would have to relight their hot water tank every few times a year. I've had to relight this brand new one 4 times already. And I even have a better weather cover on the vent. So the main thing is we got to keep the wind from blowing off of it. So I'm going to build an enclosure that goes around this, so the hot air can still go up, but it'll keep the wind from blowing on it. And then I have to seal up around that pipe a little bit too that I haven't got done yet. So we're going to do this. It shouldn't take too long. I've got some fencing from Home Depot, some 6-foot just wooden fencing, and then we're going to cut some panels and just make a little box that goes around it and get that put in. Come on along. Now this is the fencing piece I bought. I had to cut it in half to get it in the truck to get it home, which is no problem. Be plenty of good fence to use. I only need 16 inches on each side and 16 across the front, so I'm going to have some left over. I'll find a project for that later too. So let's get this cut down to size and we'll go from there. So these 2x4s, I cut points on the end of them because I'm just going to drive them into the ground. This thing has to be readily, easily to take off if I need to service it or get near the house for something. So we're just going to drive them into the ground and screw the fence panels to them. Well, it's done. It's not the prettiest looking thing, but I'll have the wife come out and paint it up. It's got the fence top cuts on it, so it won't look too bad once she throws a coat of paint on it. Plants a few flowers around it like she likes to do, and it'll blend right in. Well, that's one more project I can check off the list. That should help keep the pilot light from blowing out in that thing. It's not tight so air can get through it. The top is open so the heat can come out. It should work perfect. We got the darn west wind that comes up here, and we're on top of a hill. The wind blows here all the time. We have a breeze even on the stillest days usually. So I think that'll take care of that problem. So when we first moved into this house, on the patio here, my father-in-law would board this off with plywood every year, and that worked. Keeps the snow out of there. He could park his lawnmower and stuff out here on the patio. Good place to put it for the winter, but that got to be too much. A couple years ago, we have a Amish that lives about 5 miles from me who has a tarp company, so I had them make me these vinyl sided walls that go on here, which are really nice. This back door one, he put a zipper door in here so we can roll this up and leave them down if we want. Nice thing is they snap right on with all these little snaps. The snaps stay on. We can take these off completely if we want, but I come up with an idea. I take these PVC pipes, I just zip tie them in the holes in the bottom, and then we roll them up, and I got Velcro straps that go along the top. That way in the winter time, or excuse me, in the summertime, if the wind starts blowing too much and we're having a gathering or something on the patio, we can let this corner down, and there's a table that sits here. Once I get all this junk fixed up and put back where it belongs, We can sit here on a patio without the wind blowing directly on us. I also had them install a vinyl window in this one to let a little light in here. It really helps a lot in the wintertime. I don't have to walk out around the side of the house to look out to see what it's doing over there. I can just come out of the garage door behind me and look out this window. I need to have them take this panel off and have them put a new one in it. Someone hit this window with something in the wintertime and it cracked it, so I threw some tape over it. So it does work really well. I really enjoy having these. It was worth the money to have them build them. They come in and installed them. I can take them completely off if I want, or just leave them up all the time. I put these 2x4s in here that are just on with these little braces. They screw right out if I want to take them out of there. When the wind's blowing, it gives the tarp something to push against instead of flapping back and forth through here the whole time. And he had installed these tie downs for me to put around those 2x4s on there. So shortly here I'll be rolling these things up and getting this patio ready. It's been kind of cool this spring. Normally we have it done by now, but been dragging my feet because it's been cold and rainy out. So next project, well, not the next one, a project hopefully this summer, might wait till next year. We're gonna knock out all this concrete and redo it. It's breaking up pretty bad. I've patched it numerous times, but it just keeps coming back. The wife would like to have a nice concrete floor down, and we're going to stamp it with either like a wood look or paving stones of some sort. Make it look really nice. Unbelievable. $4.59 a gallon. Some states are almost $5. $101.60. Good grief. Can't afford to go anywhere nowadays. I don't know what we're going to do about this gas prices thing. Well, I guess there isn't much we can do. Just need to drive less, I guess. So until things get back to normal, which I doubt they ever will. So what's your take on all this gas price increases? Are they necessary? Are they not? I myself don't believe they are. I think it's just another ploy to get more out of the Americans. We have our own oil supplies, yada yada yada. We could go into this and make a whole video on it, but I don't really want to get that involved in it. I feel it's just a racket, in my opinion. There's no need for the prices to be this high. Yes, we get some of our oil from over there, but we have our own reserves and our own oil supplies, so it shouldn't be that high. I do know maybe I should start thinking about buying a small car to run around in. I tell you, $101 to fill my truck. This thing gets about 12 miles to the gallon. Yeah, I cringe every time I gotta put gas in it. I've been thinking about finding some $2,000 beater just to drive around town and back and forth to work that gets at least 25 to 30 miles to the gallon. So that may be another video coming up soon. Who knows? Well, the sky isn't looking too good over that way. Looks like we're gonna get some rain here shortly. I'm on my way home now. So I get home and it's 6 o'clock now. I think I'm just gonna call it a day. Relax for the evening, grab some supper. So with all that being said, I hope everyone has a good evening. And I wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day tomorrow. Everybody have a nice evening. God bless.